I've heard guys who have recently gotten out of jail say that the hardest day of incarceration is the day it ends.
They end up getting out to nothing, and they usually just want to scrape up enough, couple bucks to get high.
Since Ontario cut halfway houses in the 1990s, when people get out of jail, they are very regularly left with nowhere to go and nothing at all. They're starting from scratch with the shirt on their backs regularly. I talked to one guy in Hamilton who had his ODSP cut off while he was incarcerated, and his wife couldn't afford to pay the whole rent on her own, so his whole family ended up homeless because of his incarceration, and then he had nowhere to go when he got out.
If you go to a shelter, your chances of like reoffending and getting re-involved in drugs are like really high, like probably I'd say 80%.
My recent boyfriend is in jail right now because of the way the system is, and he would have lost everything when he got out and ended up on the street. I decided to uproot myself and move here from Tillsonburg, give up everything that I had there so that the man has somewhere to go when he gets out of jail. And he tells me every day on the phone, I would have ended up on the street because what else would I have?
The Ride for Reform will be a bike ride from Hamilton's jail to Queen's Park in Toronto, where we will be cycling with a letter for Ontario's Premier, requesting that he work with his ministers to make some policy reforms that can help prevent the cycle of incarceration and homelessness in Ontario.
So I've never biked 75 kilometers before. It'll be tough, but I think it's worth it for this cause.
If our vision for our correction system is to see our communities become safer communities, then we need these reforms to make the correction system a place that does rehabilitate people to be good citizens. We want the government to know that there is public support for reforms like this, so we're asking people to join us on the bike ride if you can. And for those who don't want to bike with us, you can write to your MPP. The Ride for Reform will be on August 10. August 10 has been known as Prisoners' Justice Day since that began as a tradition in Ontario's jails in the 1970s.
So that's a good future for me, you know? Continue with my music and raise my daughter. And just not to return to jail is good enough for me, you know?